The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Another tote for Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Etienne. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Over the middle, and there Throws a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Etienne up the middle. And some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Etienne. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Etienne. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Decision time. Opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's a give to Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence steps away. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Cowboys at 9-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ball again on second down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. One more time with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Breece Hall with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson. This pass complete to Higgins. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Travis Etienne, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills have regained the lead.
Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Beckham goes in motion left. From the 29, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
When they're ready. Hey, check. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Go, go.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Back to it.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Kevin King with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead.
There he goes left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Ball again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
In motion left is Beckham. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Olave, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they will stop him short and get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Give up the middle.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Breece Hall.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Patterson now for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Now we change it.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Channing Tindall able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Breece Hall, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now it's Jackson.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Give to Hall running right. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Option play, here's Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
50, play.
On play action, Lawrence.
He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Flushed out right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.